Coming up on Eyewitness News at 10 o'clock, St. Augustine's University gearing up for its first winter commencement following the loss of accreditation, and the latest on the murder trial for a store owner charged with stabbing a man suspected of shoplifting. That's next.
Right now on Eyewitness News at 10, Duke lacrosse players falsely accused of rape. A Durham woman now admitting to lying nearly 2 decades ago. We're live with a bombshell confession.
Lawmakers' lawsuit. This morning, Governor Cooper and Governor-elect Josh Stein firing back against Senate Bill 382. Why they're taking legal action against the controversial new legislation.
And welcoming Bill to the Hill. UNC officially introduces Bill Belichick as the Tar Heels head football coach. It's Friday. Eyewitness News at 10 starts right now.
Now at 10, check out this time lapse of the Raleigh skyline. Look at that sunrise.
Wow.
Brisk out, but overall, beautiful blue skies over the capital city. Good morning. Welcome to Eyewitness News at 10. John Clark, Anna Rivera, and Quaylen Murphy here. Barbara is off. Happy Friday, all.
Oh, it's a very happy Friday for you.
Yeah.
This is a big day. It's a big day.
This is John.
My last newscast
That's
here.
right.
Yes.
And we are excited.
After all this time.
All this.
And I was just starting to get the hang of it,
Yeah.
too.
And you're going out with your sleeves rolled up.
Yeah.
Yes, you know.
Who would have thought?
I might even loosen the tie before it's all
Oh,
said
my
and done.
goodness.
Uh-oh.
Stay tuned.
Yeah. All right, let's talk about the forecast. A really bright day for John's final day of retirement. And for you as you get ready to head out. It was cold this morning. We were at freezing and below across the entire viewing area this morning. We're now at 45 degrees. Temperatures coming up a little bit more. We're 3+ on that temperature compared to this time yesterday. 37 degrees in Sanford, 42 in Irwin. It's 41 degrees in Smithfield and Oxford, South Hill 46, still 39 degrees in Roxborough. A light wind from the north right now. Winds will stay pretty light throughout the day. You're going to notice at times some passing mid to high level clouds, especially this afternoon with the next batch of clouds moving in from the west, but dry conditions for us today. Looking at cloudy skies by the afternoon, 56 degrees. Tomorrow we're going to start the day with sunshine, and then by the afternoon you'll notice more cloud cover. We're dry for the first part of your weekend, parade day as well. Sunshine on Sunday, mainly late in the morning. We're going to see clouds increasing, though, with slight chance of showers. 53 degrees, your high temperature on Sunday. Again, that rain chance is really low. And then next week, let's talk about that November rewind. Temperatures are heading up. A nice warming trend into next week. Will even be near record highs into the start of next week, too. But when we can expect some rain potential, that's coming up in my full forecast right now. Anna, John, back to you.
Quaylen, thank you. And new this morning, we're learning brand new developments from a story we first reported on nearly 2 decades ago.
Yeah, a Durham woman who claimed 3 Duke men's lacrosse team members raped her is now admitting she made it all up. Cindy Bay is live in the Bull City with the details. Cindy, good morning.
Hey, good morning, Anna and John. Well, Crystal Mangum, who's currently serving time in prison in an unrelated case, made her confession during a podcast interview, saying at the end of it that she hopes one day the 3 men can forgive her, and adding that they didn't deserve the accusations.
After nearly 2 decades, Crystal Mangum is admitting she lied when she accused 3 Duke men's lacrosse team players of raping her in 2006.
I testified falsely against them by saying that they raped me when they didn't, and that was wrong. And
Mangum made her confession during a podcast interview with Let's Talk with Kat, adding she made up a story that wasn't true because she wanted validation from people and not from God. Her false claims against the 3 men made national headlines in 2006, but the players were declared innocent after Mangum's story crumbled and her mental stability was questioned.
And eventually, the 3 men accused later settled with Duke University in June 2007 and then with the city of Durham in May 2014. Reporting in Durham, Cindy Bay, ABC11 Eyewitness News.
Cindy, thank you for that update. And now to Governor Roy Cooper and Governor-elect Josh Stein suing state lawmakers over the controversial Senate Bill 382. The new filing comes as the Democratic leaders call the new bill unconstitutional and a dangerous power grab. They also said Senate Bill 382 threatens public safety and fractures the chain of command. The bill allocates more money for Hurricane Helene relief. However, it also strips away power from incoming Democrats on the Council of State. Governor Cooper initially vetoed this bill, but the GOP supermajority voted to override the veto.
Now to some other headlines in your speed feed. First, a strange story out of Wayne County. Multiple human remains have been discovered in the same location just 3 weeks apart. Back on November 20th, sheriff's deputies were called to a home in Goldsboro after human remains were discovered on a property. Then, this past Tuesday, Wayne County Communications received a call about human remains being found near the same address. The additional human remains have been sent to the medical examiner for analysis. In Durham, 3 teenagers are under arrest accused of breaking into vehicles and stealing a car. The sheriff's office says the teens are linked to at least 6 break-ins near Highway 70. A vehicle was also reported stolen. Deputies say they spotted the car in South Durham. After a short pursuit, they arrested 3 teens, but 1 got away. They say the group may be connected to other break-ins and car thefts in the area. And December is National Survivors of Homicide Awareness Month, the Victims Awareness Month. Family and friends who lost loved ones due to violence came together last night to remember those taken too soon. More than 100 luminaries burned in the Crime Victims Memorial Garden located in downtown Raleigh. The vigil was held by North Carolina Victim Assistance Network. That's the speed feed. Quaylen, over to you.
All right, John, now to UNC, bringing a legendary NFL coach to Chapel Hill. This morning, we're learning more about Bill Belichick's contract. The contract is a 5-year deal worth $50 million, 3 years and $30 million of that guaranteed. Belichick has bonuses written into the contract for up to $3.5 million per year. He also has an assistant salary pool of $10 million and a courtesy car and membership at Chapel Hill Country Club. Meantime, the Chapel Hill community welcoming Coach legend with open arms is hopeful he will usher in a new era of Tar Heel football.
I don't think it'll take him much time at all. He'll surround himself with key people that will be impactful, and he's done so. He's the most successful coach.
1,000%. Yes, it's going to be awesome. I think it's going to be another dynasty.
And as we have from the beginning, Eyewitness News will continue to cover every development of this story. Keep it here as we learn more about Belichick's team.
Now it's time to kickstart the morning with your daily dose. So first things first, today, Governor-elect Josh Stein visiting Asheville to present the 2024 Dogwood Awards. These awards go to people who have gone out of their way to help others. This year, Stein is dedicating those awards to those going the extra mile after Helene. Some of this year's recipients include the Yancey County Sheriff, Chimney Rock and Lake Lure mayors, and many Asheville businesses.
Happening today, the Wake County Sheriff's Office is bringing holiday cheer to local families. They're hosting their second Shop with the Sheriff event of the season tonight. Sheriff Willie Rowe, along with deputies and detention officers, will join 20 children for a special shopping experience. Each child will be given a $100 gift card to fill their cards.
And there are several parades happening across the Triangle tomorrow. You can look for the ABC11 team at 3 different ones. First, I will see you in Durham at the holiday parade there. We'll also have a crew at the Fayetteville Rotary Club Christmas parade. Both start at 10 a.m. and then at 2 o'clock. We'll also be at the Cary Christmas parade. There's also a parade in Holly Springs where Chief Meteorologist Don Schwinneker will be. And Nightdale has a Christmas parade tomorrow, too.
Oh, good.
Dress warmly.
Yeah, exactly. And if you're going to be dressed warm, then everyone should be.
Well, you know I'm always
I know,
cold,
same.
so I'll have on 50,000 layers. But 10 a.m. in the 40s, and then by the afternoon, they'll be a little bit better in the 50s.
Good, okay.
Yeah.
And still to come on Eyewitness News at 10, new details about the deadly shooting of the United Healthcare CEO.
And growing support for President-elect Trump, the big donations coming in for his inauguration.
Plus, all hour, we're saying thank you to John Clark, this special send-off as he officially starts retirement after this show. Not until the end of this show, John. So
Hold up.
Okay, all right, I'll stay.
This portion of ABC11 Eyewitness News is sponsored by Honda Dealers of the Carolinas.
Happening today, the UN Security Council is meeting to discuss a framework for achieving lasting peace in Syria. This comes as the Israel Defense Forces releases new video showing the Israeli Air Force striking surface-to-air missile launchers and Syrian Air Force fighter jets inside Syria. According to the Israeli military, Syria's aerial defense systems were severely damaged by the strikes. UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres voicing concern over Israel's repeated violation of Syria's sovereignty. Turning now to the case against Luigi Mangione.
Prosecutors in New York are taking a new step to build their case against him in the murder of a health insurance CEO. As we learn new details about where Mangione was spotted days before his arrest.
ABC's Andrew Dimbert has the latest.
Sources tell ABC News prosecutors in New York are now presenting evidence to a grand jury as they work to secure an indictment against Luigi Mangione. An indictment would strengthen the case for extradition to New York, which Mangione is fighting. He's behind bars in a Pennsylvania cell like this one, charged in the shooting death of United Healthcare CEO Brian Thompson. Mangione, an Ivy League graduate from a prominent real estate family, allegedly wrote about his criticism of corporate America and the U.S. healthcare system. But the NYPD says there's no indication Mangione was ever a client of United Healthcare.
He's so good looking and young, and he's just spending his time in Hawaii for a few months.
This woman says she spent time with Mangione last year during her vacation in Hawaii, attending a book club and playing volleyball together. She says Mangione showed no signs of the severe back injury he once described as debilitating.
I would say he's a winner in everything. I mean, even in volleyball, he wanted to be the best. He always wanted to win. Book club, he wanted to be the one who actually read the book, who had the best answers and the questions for everything. So he's a winner all around.
A new report claims a San Francisco police officer recognized Mangione during the manhunt 4 days before his arrest at that McDonald's in Pennsylvania. The San Francisco Chronicle reports an officer recognized Mangione after his mother reported him missing in the area, and the officer alerted the FBI. Mangione's lawyer says he intends to plead not guilty. His extradition hearing is scheduled for December 30th. Andrew Dimbert, ABC News, New York.
This morning, President-elect Donald Trump is getting a big financial boost for his upcoming inauguration. A source familiar with the matter says online retail giant Amazon will donate $1 million. Company founder Jeff Bezos is also planning to visit Trump within the next few days. Meanwhile, Facebook's parent company, Meta, confirmed this week it also has donated $1 million to Trump's inaugural fund. That comes a couple of weeks after Meta CEO Mark Zuckerberg had a private meeting with Trump at Mar-a-Lago.
The head of the Federal Aviation Administration is stepping down on January 20th, Inauguration Day. Mike Whitaker started his 5-year term in October 2023. An FAA spokesperson says family issues that arose this year factored in his decision to step down early. In his letter, Whitaker reiterated that air travel will remain steady during the leadership transition. His tenure included a major focus on quality control problems at Boeing following the January incident when a door plug blew off during an Alaska Airlines flight.
Stargazers, it's about that time of year for the peak of the annual Geminid meteor shower. The Shooting Stars event started on November 19th and is expected to peak tonight. The meteor shower will continue through Christmas Eve, but your best shot to spot it will likely be in the next couple of days. According to the American Meteor Society, up to 120 intensely colored meteors can be seen per hour during this celestial event. They're caused by dust and debris that's left in the inner solar system.
Not for us.
Oh, no.
Oh,
no.
Hey, clouds.
I thought it was all happening for John Clark's retirement.
Well, it's happening, but John just won't be able to see
Won't be able to see it. Story of my life.
It'll still be happening. We're going to see increasing clouds through the afternoon hours. Right now, some pretty bright skies out there. We do have some Christmas parades this weekend. We look forward to seeing you, Fayetteville, Durham, Cary, Holly Springs, Nightdale. Looking good, but chilly in the morning. Temperatures in the 40s, around 10, low 50s in the afternoon. I do have a low rain chance for the second half of your weekend. It's 20%. We're going to have a lot of dry time around on Sunday, too, though. We're seeing some of those high-level clouds start to shift in now. 45 degrees at RDU, 3 degrees higher than yesterday at this time. Mid-40s for Irwin and Siler City, 40 degrees in Burlington, 46 in South Hill, still upper 30s right now for Sanford. So one of the colder pockets this morning and still hanging on to some chill right now. 56 our high temperature today, so that's seasonable. Our normal high is 55 degrees. We're going to see again those clouds increasing through late day. Heading out this evening to the Canes game. Puck drops at 7 o'clock at Lenovo. Temperatures will be in the 40s before and after the game with more clouds around, but rain free, so you don't need any rain gear. You can see the clouds beginning to push into the mountains. Now we have a disturbance out west that will kick more of those clouds into the region later tonight. So you can see first alert predictor here picks up on the cloud cover, and then overnight we'll keep clouds early, but by sunrise tomorrow those skies will clear and will be nice and bright for the start of the parades. As we start to move into the afternoon hours, more of those clouds will begin to increase. They'll thicken up a bit more into Saturday night, and then Sunday I'm thinking mid to late morning morning, we'll have a shot at a few showers, 20%, a lot of dry time around on Sunday, maybe even a little peak of sunshine before sunsets on Sunday. And then we roll into early next week with limited rain potential, 30%, nothing significant Tuesday. Same deal for Thursday. The system Tuesday will actually be moving through the Great Lakes. We could see a little bit of moisture with that. High temperatures today in the Triangle, mid-50s, low 50s. Henderson near 60 degrees in Fayetteville. Colder still tonight in the northern areas, upper 20s, mid-30s around Raleigh, still around freezing in Durham tomorrow morning, 37 in Fayetteville, and then tomorrow morning again, 10 o'clock, 43 degrees, but lining up around those parade routes, temperatures in the 30s, low 50s at 2 p.m. with more clouds around by that time. Here's your 7-day forecast powered by AccuWeather. Monday, high temperatures, mid-60s. That's that warming trend with that November rewind. And Tuesday, the record high is 73. We're going to be close to 70 Tuesday afternoon with overnight lows in the 40s and 50s, low 60s Wednesday, 56 Thursday. So this morning marked the coldest morning in the next 7 days. Anna and John, back to you.
Thank you, Quaylen.
And a major recall alert as you finish up your holiday shopping. The new warning about those popular Stanley Cups that we all have.
And tracking lost luggage. The new tool United Airlines is rolling out to help you keep up with your items.
The ABC11 First Alert 7-day forecast is sponsored by the Hendrick Automotive Group.
10:19 on this Friday. Welcome back. Time now for some news you can use. First up, if you own a Stanley travel mug, you need to listen up. More than 2.5 million have been recalled due to a potential burn hazard caused by a faulty lid. The recall involves all switchback and trigger action stainless steel travel mugs sold in the U.S. The Consumer Product Safety Commission says threads in the lids may shrink when exposed to heat, causing the lid to fall off during use. Impacted mugs were sold between June of 2016 and December of this year. United Airlines is teaming up with Apple to help you track your lost luggage. It works with a new feature called Share Item Location that comes with Apple's latest software update. To track your items, you can put an Apple AirTag or another Find My accessory inside of your luggage. If it gets lost, you can create a link to your device's location inside the app, and then you can file a delayed baggage report with United Airlines and share that link through the United app or by text. That will let United track your luggage in real time. That's news you can use. John, Anna, back to you.
Thank you, Quaylen. Health leaders sounding the alarm about the spread of respiratory infections.
Still ahead, a local physician joining us with tips to staying protected during the holiday season.
All right, check this out. This morning, we are counting down to our dear friend John Clark's retirement. This is a video of a special smashed alarm clock cake made by our own Barbara Gibbs earlier this week. We presume it was delicious because we didn't get to taste it. John, can you confirm?
I'm still bitter.
Well, I'll put it this way. We smashed that cake when I took it home.
Okay.
It doesn't look like that anymore. It was delicious. She always does a great job with those cakes.
Sent you off the right way.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well, the time has come, and the teleprompter has rolled ahead.
Yeah. Which is very on brand for your last day.
But it is my last day here at ABC11.
And we are so sad to see you go. But after 32 years, it's finally time to turn off that alarm clock. So we have some heartfelt messages for you from our members of the team.
Oh, brother.
John, it's still hard to believe you're leaving us this week after so much time here. And I know you and I only had a chance to work together for a couple of years, but I really remember that first week that I was here in the Triangle shadowing reporters, and you couldn't have been any kinder, sharing any knowledge you had about the market, about the station, and really helped me feel right at home, just like you have our viewers for so long. So thank you. We're going to miss you, and enjoy your retirement, man. You deserve it.
Hi, John. You are morning TV in Raleigh. It's been an absolute pleasure to work with you over these past few decades. You're an amazing leader, mentor, colleague, and most importantly, friend. We're gonna miss you here, but please enjoy retirement and get some sleep.
The greatest compliment I've heard that you could tell an anchor is that they are the voice of reason. And John, you are certainly a voice of reason. It has been a pleasure and an honor to work with you for the last 20 years. And I wish you the very best in your retirement and your future endeavors. Thank you for everything.
JC, what can I say? We go a long ways back, from the morning show to the noon show to, you were even at my wedding. It has been an honor, privilege to work with you all these years. I wish you the best. I know you and Val are going to go on adventures, and I cannot wait to hear your podcast. Congratulations, you deserve it.
Hi, John. Congratulations on your retirement. I've told you this already, but it has been an absolute honor working with you the past 6 years. Thank you for always being a leader, supportive, and really the rock of the morning team. We're all going to miss you. Good luck on all your next adventures.
John, congratulations on your retirement. We're so excited for you. When I moved away for some time, every once in a while when we were having a bad day, my wife would just sort of look at me in the morning and be like, hey, make it a great day. And it's things like that. It's a catchphrase that sort of just becomes a part of the community, becomes a part of your life, that you've contributed to this area, to our station, and to the legacy of this proud area. So thank you so much. Thank you for your help. Thank you for your time here at ABC11. We will never forget you. I hope you have a great time in retirement, and congratulations.
So many great folks around here that you don't see because they're behind the scenes, but they do an excellent job.
Yeah.
The hardest part is saying goodbye to you all.
Yeah, I know. So just stay.
We keep trying to convince
Not that hard. Come on.
we keep trying to convince them. It's not working yet.
Yeah. Well, thank you all very much, and I appreciate it. And I appreciate all the viewers out there, too. You are my friends, even though you don't know it, but you are, and I thank you.
Well, don't go too soon. We still got about 30 minutes.
Oh, my goodness.
And then we'll let you go. Maybe. And we will have more special tributes for John in our next half hour.
Also ahead, turning tassels. We're live at St. Augustine's, where the university is preparing for its winter graduation.
Welcome back to Eyewitness News at 10 o'clock. Are you sure you want to go?
Yes.
Okay. He's very
yes,
clear.
I do.
Yes. All right.
It's time. It's time. But it's time for our forecast because it's cold.
Yeah.
This is the coldest day of the next 7.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
But then we got 60s coming up next week.
John, go ahead here.
The meteorologist.
Go ahead, do it. Just go ahead.
I got enough on my plate.
Not after this hour. All right, let's talk about the bright skies. That's what we have right now, heading out sunshine with just some thin high-level clouds starting to build in. That was a live look from North Hills this morning. In Raleigh, 45 degrees. Most of us are in the 40s right now. Sanford is our cold spot, 39 degrees still. We're going to top out around 56 this afternoon. So temperatures recovering nicely after that drop early this morning. This morning was our coldest morning of the next 7 days. We're going to see a nice temperature climb gradually through the weekend. Here's a look at your forecast for the Canes game this evening. 7 o'clock, that puck drops. Temperatures will be in the 40s before and after the game. Cloudy skies, but no rainfall in the forecast for this evening. We're seeing those clouds moving in from the west right now. More of the takeover in the mountains, especially heading into the mountains this weekend. We're going to see more clouds with a chance for showers on Sunday. A bit chillier too, 30s and 40s for high temperatures there. At the beach, a different story. We're going to have a mix of sunshine and clouds. Temperatures in the 50s Saturday, 60s on Sunday for high temperatures. We're all going to see a warming trend next week, pushing to near record highs into Tuesday of next week. But for today, through your weekend, highs will be in the 50s. We're going to see some clouds late in the day Saturday and a slight chance of showers Sunday. It's only 20%. I'm going to have your full 7-day forecast when I come back, including a look at more rain chances in the next 7 days. John and Anna, back to you.
All right. Thank you, Quaylen. And today, the murder trial of a Raleigh store owner charged with stabbing a man he suspected of shoplifting continues.
This morning, Taz Zarka is expected to take the stand for the first time. Alina Athens is live outside of the Wake County Courthouse with more. Alina, good morning.
Good morning to you, Anna. Yeah, the state just rested its case. The defense is getting ready to call witnesses. Just before I stepped outside, the defendant told the judge that he will be testifying. So downtown Raleigh business owner Taz Zarka said in a police interview he had just arrived to his downtown Raleigh store after undergoing chemotherapy to treat cancer when he says he noticed 27-year-old Mark Garrity Jr. stealing. Zarka approached Garrity and said he was verbally threatened with a gun. The defendant says when Garrity Garrity reached into his back pocket. That is when he took action in self-defense. In this police interview, Zarka did apologize after learning Garrity died of his injuries. He is facing up to 20 years in prison in this case. So we're going to head back in court. We'll have more on Eyewitness News starting at 12. For now, we're live in downtown Raleigh. Elena Athens, ABC11 Eyewitness News.
Thank you, Elena, for that update. And this morning, local universities begin holding their winter commencement ceremonies, including St. Augustine's.
The Raleigh HBCU is holding a December graduation for the first time, and on the heels of losing its accreditation. Our Jamise Price has been following the university's challenges. She joins us now with the latest. Jamise?
Good morning, John. So we do have our hands on this graduation program here for St. Augustine's University. We have watched faculty, family make their way inside this church behind me where this graduation will start in the next half hour or so. So this is, again, the first time the university has moved forward with a winter commencement ceremony, and they did so with those students in mind. The ceremony is being added to ensure all students have that opportunity to celebrate the completion of their degree. Dr. Marcus Burgess, the interim president, said the ceremony was established with those students in mind, and we know that's important because we've heard the stories from those students who came back to the college following the year of uncertainty. And uncertainty is something university leaders really wanted to avoid. But once again, there are more questions. We've learned that SAC's board voted this week to remove St. Augustine's University from its membership during its annual meeting this week. The university appealing that decision, and they will remain accredited through this appeals process. Now, I interviewed Dr. Burgess during the first week of school for this fall semester, and at that time he told me it was about 200 students who enrolled. Most of those were juniors and seniors, so we're really seeing those seniors come back and finish what they started. I also had an opportunity to go through this book here, this program book as well, and I can see there are about 30 graduates along with 2 students who are completing their master's degree. So a lot of excitement surrounding this day for those students. We will share more at Eyewitness News at noon. Anna and John?
Jamise, thank you so much. And of course, we want to extend our congratulations to all the graduates. And right now, NC Central holding its winter commencement in Durham. The ceremony taking place inside McDougal-McClendon Arena. Kwame Molden, co-founder and president of the Spring Break Watches, served as the keynote speaker. This was NCCU's 144th commencement. And then tomorrow, more Triangle students will turn their tassels. NC State's graduation ceremony is set for 9 a.m. at the Lenovo Center. UNC's winter commencement will be held Sunday at 2 p.m. at the Dean Smith Center. UNC is expected to honor more than 1,800 graduates. We'll be right back with your health check. We're back now with your morning health check. As we count down to Christmas, experts are warning of the spread of respiratory illnesses. Joining me live now is Dr. Ahmad Murad with Duke Health. Good morning to you, and thanks so much for joining us.
Hey, good morning. Thanks for having me.
Of course. So this time of year, we are planning so many parties. We're hosting, we're getting together for holiday gatherings. How can we make sure we stay protected while spending time with our loved ones at the same time?
Yeah, great question. You know, there are a lot of easy things that people can do. Number one, if you're sick or have any symptoms, the best thing to do is for you to stay away from or keep out of close contact with family members and loved ones. You know, wearing a mask is a good idea if you have symptoms. Other things that are really easy to do is, you know, wash your hands. If you're using tissues, throw those away. Keep your hands away from your eyes, face, or mouth. And then as best as possible, try to be in a well-ventilated space if you're a large gathering.
It is really tough when you have a toddler running around to do all of those things, but definitely good advice there. Now, talk to us about why stopping the spread of such illnesses is really important to avoid a surge to hospitals, especially in those heavily populated communities like the Triangle.
Yeah. So the majority of people who get respiratory illnesses will actually do fine and can be managed as outpatients. What we don't want to happen is people who are sicker, who are more vulnerable, those with compromised immune systems. These viruses get really sick and have to come into the healthcare system. We want to make sure that we deliver the best possible care for those patients, so making sure that we avoid as many people as possible getting sick with these viruses is the best way to do that.
Stop the spread, always very important. Doctor, thank you so much for taking that time to speak with us this morning, and hopefully we can all stay safe and have happy holidays. Thanks so much.
Of course, happy holidays to you.
John?
All right, thank you, Anna and Doctor. Still ahead, Power and secrecy in the legislature. Our friends of the News and Observer join us with their latest report.
Plus, scammers taking advantage of job seekers, while the FTC says more and more are falling for fake online openings.
Eyewitness News is bringing you tomorrow's headlines today. And this morning, we're diving into concerns about a lack of transparency when it comes to our state lawmakers. Joining us now is Dan Kane with the News and Observer. Dan, welcome back. Good morning.
Thanks for having me on, John.
So, Dan, you and your colleagues have been reporting a series on power and secrecy. So tell us what that's all about.
Well, as you saw this past week, the legislature passed some legislation that increased their power even further, and this is something that we started taking a good close look at earlier this year, and our the first batch of stories we run have had to do with some of the spending decisions. A couple of which, at least, are being looked at a federal grand jury right now. Yeah, so now we're moving into some of the other ways that this package in particular kind of speaks to how the campaign finance cases have kind of been driven underground. We used to have a system where you would have a public hearing when there was a pretty serious campaign finance allegation, and in 2018 the legislature passed a law that basically ended that, and so we're not seeing that, and we have since then.
Yeah, talk more about that. No charges filed for campaign finance situations in the past 6 years. Tell us about that.
Yeah, well, when the legislature basically said that those kinds of investigations have to be kept secret, there have been some cases that have come forward that are pretty involved. And so the question becomes, well, what's happening here? And what we're finding is that it's kind of a combination of, the Board of Elections itself kind of being understaffed, underfunded. The SBI also, we're told, is struggling to turn things around. And since it's all happening behind closed doors, you really don't have an idea, how these cases are progressing.
All right, very interesting reporting. Dan Kane with the NNO, thanks again for joining us. And you can read more on this report on the News and Observer website or in Sunday's edition of the paper.
Thanks, John. And happening now, the Federal Trade Commission says people are falling for online soared above $220 million. Online task scams make up roughly 40% of reported job scams. The FTC says these gamified job scams offer to pay for trivial work online, like interacting with posts or rating restaurants, but promise commissions never materialize. 20,000 people reported incidents in the first half of 2024. That's compared to 5,000 for all of 2023. And first-time claims for jobless benefits spiked last week. According to a new report from the U.S. Department of Labor, an estimated 242,000 people filed new claims for unemployment. The increase of 17,000 new claims was more than economists predicted. They say the jump in new claims is likely due to seasonal factors, as layoffs usually ramp up at the start of winter. This is the largest number of new claims filed since early October.
All right, 10:47, we're tracking sunshine right now. We're going to see a gradual increase in clouds through the afternoon, mainly high-level clouds initially, then some mid-clouds building in late day, but you'll still get to enjoy some bright conditions. Morning, I'll call it chilly. Low 40s around 10 o'clock, 30s if you'll be out around the setup of the route, 8 a.m., 9 o'clock in the morning. We will have increasing clouds again Saturday in the afternoon. And then Sunday, we do bring in a low rain chance, still holding that to 20%. So in no way will the weekend be a washout. 45 degrees right now in RDU. We're up 3 degrees from this time yesterday morning. Very dry air in place. Dew points still down into the 30s with some light winds out there, too. Temperatures are now all in the 40s. Sanford was at 39 degrees, and now we've seen a bump in temperature. 50 now in Clinton, 48 degrees in South Hill. Near 56 at 3 this afternoon, 45 degrees at 7 with cloudy conditions, 42 at 11 o'clock tonight. Tomorrow morning starting off around the mid-30s in the Triangle, and temperatures will drop or climb into the 40s by 10. By 2, we're in the low 50s with increasing clouds through the morning and afternoon hours. Those clouds begin today, so the clouds will build in. A hard time seeing that meteor shower late tonight with those clouds in place. Tomorrow morning around sunrise, you'll have clear conditions, and then by late morning, early afternoon, we'll start to see more clouds becoming a bit thicker as we get to Saturday evening. And then Sunday by mid to late morning, I think we'll have a chance for a few showers around with some dry time too, maybe even some sunshine before the day is all said and done on Sunday into Sunday afternoon. Tracking again dry conditions for the most part next week. I have some low rain chances Tuesday with the system near the Great Lakes, but most of the moisture stays to our north. Thursday, a chance for showers at 30%, so nothing significant next week. High temperatures today, mid-50s for the most part, so mid to upper 50s to the south, upper 20s north tonight, freezing for Durham, 35 in Raleigh, 37 degrees in Fayetteville. This is the warmest morning of the week. It was this morning. We're going to see temperatures climbing, especially Tuesday, that morning low in the 50s. The high Tuesday afternoon near the record. We're going to be near 70. The record high Tuesday is 73 degrees. We'll be in the low 60s Wednesday. Thursday, just a shower chance with high temperatures.
Without fail, you always hear this, "Good morning, Steve." Every time I'm working the morning shift, here comes John. How can somebody be so happy all the time? Especially at 3:45 in the morning. I don't know. Gonna miss you, John.
Good luck in your retirement. I'm sure I'll see you around town. And best to you and Val as you embark on this next chapter.
Hey, John, congratulations on your well-deserved retirement. 30 plus years at ABC11. And the 15 I had with you and Barbara were among the most fun of my career. You guys made getting up so early really enjoyable. So enjoy your time off, enjoy sleeping in, and I look forward to our lunch in the new year.
John, congratulations. I know the feeling, not of retirement, but of giving up that early morning alarm clock. So ditch that thing, never set it again, and enjoy sleeping in. Also, congratulations to be able to do this next chapter of life with your best friend. I know you and your wife are planning a podcast, and you're going to dive deeper into your spirituality. So that's going to be exciting for the both of you, and we're all looking forward to that. And thank you for leaving a legacy, not just here inside the walls of ABC11, but also for all the viewers who allowed you inside their homes very early in the morning. You left us all with something very special. A huge congratulations to you on your retirement.
Congratulations, John, on your retirement. 32 years right here at ABC11. And throughout all of those years, one thing that we have grown to love about you is you are a steady force of professionalism, character, integrity, and a steady force of consistency through it all. Even on your last week, still showing up, giving your best, making the crew laugh with your dad jokes. I appreciate everything that you have done for our community inside our newsroom and also the community that we serve. I wish you nothing but the best. Thank you for everything.
Congratulations to ABC11 anchor John Clark on a remarkable career in broadcast journalism. Thank you for what you've done for decades in North Carolina, informing people with fair and accurate news. You know, we're going to be retiring about the same time. I wish you the very best. Thank you for everything that you have done for our state.
To be there on set with you for the last day, because sharing the anchor desk with you for 23 years has been an honor and a pleasure and a joy. We've been through so much. All the things that people have said about you, your integrity, you're solid journalism, you're a team player, you're all those things because it's true. But there's one thing I've always felt about you, you're authentic. You don't just talk the talk, but you walk the walk, and you are real. You're the same person on the air as you are off. And you always have been a friend to me, a partner. I knew you always had my back, and I tried to have yours. And I remember there's one thing that you said to me not long after I took the job here, that you've been praying for a Christian co-anchor. I've never forgotten it. It's meant the world to me to not only have you, and you're very much loved. You'll be very missed, and I wish you so much happiness and success in your next chapter.
Well, I'm just about done after all that. I really appreciate those kind words and seeing everybody and the governor and Barbara Gibbs and you folks.
Yeah. You're big time with the
dusty
governor.
in here, isn't it?
I know,
Yeah.
I know. Somebody's cutting onions. You got a little gift over there, too?
Oh, yes. My vice president of news, Brevette Carey, gave me this, and someone else brought in some donuts for us, and which I think you all handled.
I took care of that.
But it's been great working with you all and the people behind the scenes that you don't see, and the folks out in the audience, because we do it all for them. Please keep watching the great folks at ABC11, because they work so hard, and they really do care about the product that they put out.
Yeah, John, you are, as I mentioned, your total body of work is the standard. So we just appreciate you so much. And I'm so glad that I was here and you were here for my transition to Raleigh. It's been beautiful.
We didn't run you off?
You didn't run me off.
No.
And every Good morning, Miss Quay.
Yeah.
So who's gonna scream my name now?
It has to be Anna, I guess, right?
It's gonna be me. It's gonna. I don't know. Mine probably be like, "Hey, Gwen, what's up?" I'm still getting used to the alarm clock. I haven't been doing it for 32 years.
Yes. Well, you never get used to
No,
it.
you
That's
don't.
the bad
You don't.
news.
We're gonna
just
wish you the
deal with
best,
it.
John.
Yes,
Wish
John,
you the
thank
best.
you for everything.
More grace, more joy, and more of enjoying the season ahead.
Well, thank you all. Appreciate you watching us for 32 years and more. Have a great weekend.
It says it's gonna be nice out. Let's walk and get some ice cream.
It is good. They said it's gonna storm. They are even better. The ABC11 First Alert Forecast Team.
Checking your weather headlines.
1 to 3 inches.
ABC11 Eyewitness News.